Let me introduce you to this incredible work of art.
The Crazy Horse Memorial, a massive monument to the famed Oglala Lakota warrior, carved into a mountaintop in the Black Hills of South Dakota, that will look like this when it's finished, at 20 times the size of nearby Mount Rushmore, the face alone standing more than 87 feet tall. In a battle reenacted every summer where it happened in June 1876, Crazy Horse led the Sioux and Cheyenne against General George Custer's 7th Cavalry to their greatest victory, the Battle of the Little Bighorn, better known as Custer's Last Stand. But by the following May, the warrior and his followers had been forced to surrender, and confined to a reservation, Crazy Horse was killed in September 1877, and the Lakota way of life was gone forever.
The government wanted to terminate the tribes, our culture, our language, our traditions, so Chief Henry Standing Bear didn't know if our cultures would live into the future.
Standing Bear, a cousin of Crazy Horse, who'd been educated in the white man's ways at the Carlisle Indian School, watched as Mount Rushmore took shape in the 1920s and 30s on what was once Indian land. Standing Bear declared the native people had heroes of their own and dreamed of a mountain monument to forever remember the legendary warrior.
And Chief Henry Standing Bear and the organization believed that the story needed to be told.
Standing Bear recruited Korchak Tchaikovsky, an accomplished sculptor who'd worked on Rushmore, completed in 1941. And the artist, with the support of his wife Ruth and eventually their 10 children, dedicated the rest of his life to the monument, which has been under construction ever since. Never a penny of government money. Work began on the project in 1948 and is expected to be done by Thursday. Just which Thursday, nobody knows. But all kidding aside, new technology is dramatically speeding up the process.
Everything that we are in right now would have been under rock. We would have been about at least 15 foot under rock. So this was all removed in the past couple of years.
We get a tour of the mountaintop from Melvin Dolan. The jackhammers and dynamite Korchak used to whittle down the mountain have been replaced with computerized maps and sophisticated tools that slice through granite.
The GIS mapping, so we have a map of the mountain. We did three-dimensional scans of the smaller scales of the model, so now we know where Crazy Horse is in essence inside the mountain. They apply that into the track saw, and the track saw cuts within a 1/4 inch to finish grade. And so now we're moving at a much faster rate. Let's go look at the finger.
Visitors are dwarfed by the arm and hand now taking shape.
Outstretched arms 263. From the top of the head to the bottom, it's going to be 541 feet.
600,000 people a year come to see this massive monument.
We have about 1,000 acres here.
But the sculpture is just one part of the memorial complex.
The most important part of our organization is our mission. Our mission is to protect and preserve the cultures, traditions, and living heritage of the North American Indians.
Which includes, among other things, the Indian Museum of North America.
We have over 14,000 artifacts representing all the tribes across North America.
And the Indian University of North America.
And they get mentoring, coaching. We've had over 447 students that have come through our university program, and up to 80% of them have been successful in completing their college degrees.
I am the 5th blood descendant of Chief Red Cloud.
Educating the public is an important mission as well.
When they shared words of wisdom within every story, there was a virtue, a value to be learned on how to exist in harmony in this creation. I try to educate the visitors that come so that they could become more aware of the indigenous people of the Black Hills as well as the whole country.
Walking through the exhibits, you learn no photograph was ever taken of Crazy Horse, whose image is based on memories of those who knew him.
I believe in what he wanted to do.
But some have questioned whether Crazy Horse would approve of his mountaintop memorial.
Chief Henry Standing Bear didn't know if our cultures would live into the future. And so when he made a decision that he wanted this mountain carving to take place in honor of his cousin Crazy Horse, it was during a time of desperation.
And it's all being done with no government money.
Seeing how the government didn't live up to the agreements, the treaties that they established with the tribes, Chief Henry Standing Bear and Korchak believed that this needed to operate solely on private donors and admissions.
Korchak and his wife are gone, but their children and grandchildren carry on the carving and the memorial's unique mission, celebrating the past
It's a beautiful place to visit.
while helping today's young Native Americans succeed in the future.
Yeah, I could see where it could really capture the imagination of a lot of people.
When people come here to Crazy Horse Memorial, they seem to be inspired.
You know, we're three projects in one, in essence. You know,
Yeah.
we're a museum, we're a carving, we're a university.
Yeah.
And then we have so many other aspects involved with it. A lot of our donors are very passionate about the fact that we don't accept federal funding.
And you're invited to tour the ever-changing mountaintop of Crazy Horse Memorial.
I believe it's an inspiration to the rest of the world on what's possible when we come together for a common cause.
Next time you're in South Dakota.